to be doing a video on all my spiritual books, like my crystal books, all that kind of stuff. So let's get started. All these books I picked up at Barnes & Noble. Stop there every so often just to like pick up some fun things. A couple of these I picked up in the city, a couple of them around my house, and then some of them I got at the mall. So let's get started. So the first book I'm going to show you guys, this was in my other video when I did my crystal haul, but this is actually a crystal Bible, and it just shows you all the different crystals and their meanings, and like the star sign, the planet, the element, the chakra, and like crystal tips. And in the beginning of the video, in the beginning of the book, it shows you like how to use them, identifying the crystals, what are they, and how they work, placing them like around your house, healing with them, crystals on the move, like bringing them places, water potion things. I don't really make them. I don't know how to say the word. It's a weird word, but the name of it is The Little Pocket Book of Crystal Tips and Cures by Philip Permut. It was $14.95 at Barnes & Noble. I think it's really cute, and it's color coordinated, so it goes by the color of the crystal. It has a lot of crystals in here, so all your basic ones will be in here. And to go with that, I actually picked up the crystal tarot cards that go with the book. They don't go with the book, but it's like the same author and the same like series. So I picked these up at Barnes & Noble. They were $18.95, and what it actually is, they're tarot cards, but it gives you this book, and it tells you about how to use the tarot cards, the introduction to them, and then what each card means. And I thought these were really cool because each tarot card has a crystal on it. So whatever one you pick, you can use that crystal to help you like overcome whatever you're using the card for. So say these are the crystals. These are the tarot cards. So that's the back, and then the front here. They're super pretty, super colorful. So the Four Wands is the spirit quartz. So you look up in the book. So say I ask a question, and a basic question like, how is my week gonna go? So you have the Four of Wands. That's the card you picked, and this the crystal spirit quartz. So what this says is the interpretation: things are moving on, and it's time to celebrate. All the support you need is behind you, and other people are also encouraging and supportive. You have found both the direction to channel your energy and its purpose, and it is time for constructive actions, organizing and arranging the building blocks for your future. You'll have more fun in your life as you follow this chosen path. Don't overdo the organization and arranging. Sometimes this is where you get stuck, and if this is the case, do nothing. Spirit quartz will help you arrange everything and prevent you from getting bogged down and blocking yourself. Wow, that's really cool. That's kind of helpful for what's like going on right now with like me and my schooling and everything. So it says that the crystal is obviously the spirit quartz, and the chakra is the heart chakra. So what you would do is, if you have a spirit quartz, you can wrap it and wear it around like your neck like this. Keep it close to your heart chakra, all that kind of stuff. I think these are really cool. They're really informative, and it's just like a fun way to dig deeper into your mind about yourself and like what's going on with your life and everything. That's what I think about these. Obviously they can't tell you the day you're gonna get married, who you're gonna get married to, and like when you're gonna die, but what they do is they help you interpret what's going on with your life and help you like think about it on a deeper level. Kind of like when you're meditating, you can think about like what the card really means, like what the Four of Wands really means in your life, like, you know what I'm saying? It's very informative. I like it. And to go with the tarot cards, what I like to do is, I know a lot of other people do this. I found this idea on Pinterest, but just go and buy yourself a notebook. Doesn't have to be a fancy one. I got this one at Marshall's for like $4. So what you do is, I have the first page, I have all the different like tarot card spreads that you could do. To go with that, once you pick the cards, I have, I used to do this daily. The last time I did daily was August 21st, just because school started and I just didn't have time to sit down and read them and think about it, so I should get back into it. So the daily tarot card that day was the Five of Swords, and the interpretation was, it's time to get your own thoughts together, don't allow any scattered ideas or energy to affect you. So what I thought of that was like doing your own thing and don't let others affect you. So what you're going to write down in your daily journal is the date, the deck, the keywords, the feelings, the interpretation, and then the evening reflection. If you want, you could do by daily, weekly, monthly, yearly. You can like pick a card, and then after the week's end you can think about it, sit down, think about like what happened during the week, how that card affected you, how the crystal helped you, like all that kind of stuff. So I thought that was really cool. So these are both, I found these at Barnes & Noble, so you could check there, you could check Amazon. They're probably way cheaper. I just was in the mood to buy a bunch of books that day, so that's what I did. I got 2 more books that day. I got this is pretty beat up because I've been carrying it with me for the past 2 months, but The Beginner's Guide to Zen Buddhism. This was actually a really helpful book when starting like to learn about meditation and like how to really dig deep in your mind and breathe and like all that kind of stuff. This was $13.95. I really got a lot out of this. I would bring it down the shore with me every week and like read it. I'd read it on break at work. Just anytime I got a minute to read it, I would. First, it introduces you to what Zen Buddhism is, the ideas behind it, how it became about. Then it teaches you how to meditate, the proper positions, the proper breathing. Then it talks about like mantras, like the things you repeat while you meditate and like how you want to reflect. Then it just talks about like a brief history, and then it has a whole list of Zen centers, so like meditation centers all throughout the United States. So it breaks it down by like area, so like northeast, southeast, south, northwest, whatever, all that. Also Canada, it has some places, France, Germany, if you want to check out those places if you're there. And then it just has like a glossary of like the terms used, so like mantra, like all that kind of stuff. It's really cool. I would definitely suggest this for any beginner. It obviously says beginner, but when I read it, it was very helpful in defining everything and saying how to do everything. So pick this up. It's by Jean Smith. So go pick this one up along with the other ones. The last book I got that day was a palm reading Bible by Jane Struthers. This book is absolutely mind-boggling because every little crease in your hand means something, and I did not realize that. When I started looking into like spiritual things and like kind of not hippie, but like that kind of culture, palm reading was one of the things that came up. And I saw on Pinterest there was like this pin that had like a poster of like palm reading and the different lines and stuff in your hands, but I really didn't look much into it. I did a little research, didn't get that much into it. So when I saw this book, it was $14.95, which isn't too bad. I decided to get it and I brought it home and I started reading it, and about 2 weeks later I got through it. And you just learn so much about what everything means, like the heart line, the headline, the lifeline, all that kind of stuff. What like the little feathers, like you could tell how like the end here it like feathers, so like it talks about like how that like feathers out, why it feathers out. It's really cool. If you're into this, I definitely suggest this book. It definitely super informative. It talks about like the shape of your hand, like the relationships you'll have because of it, temperament points, the mystic, like how each finger is a different like planet, all that kind of stuff. So definitely look into this book. It's really big, but it's like small, so it's cool. And then I went into the city for my birthday with my friends, and we stopped at, we actually went to the crystal shop, and then we went to Union Square. There was a Petco there I wanted to stop at. I absolutely love animals. I work at Petco, so it was just natural for me to go home and check out what animals they had. They had dog adoptions, but we didn't realize that next door was a whole Barnes & Noble. It's like a 4-story like Barnes & Noble. So me and my friend love to read, so after we went to Petco, we stopped in this Barnes & Noble, and we decided to pick up some books, and then we would grab Starbucks and then sit outside in the park for a little bit and read until we wanted to get the train to Hoboken to go out. So this is a book I picked up. I'm not a big reader of books, but if it's something interesting, I will read it, like this book. But I'm more into like reading about crystals, reading about like astrology, reading about palm reading, all that kind of stuff. So I found this book. It was in the clearance, which is why I was drawn to it. It was $7.98. It's The Secret Language of the Star Signs. It's decoding the hidden language. And it's by Jane Struthers. Oh wow, cool. Okay. Didn't realize, same author. Probably why I picked it up. But she also wrote this book. So this book is really cool. It starts off talking about the different planets, how astrology came about, and how you determine like who's born where and how that's their sign. But then it starts going into it starts with Aries, obviously, and it just talks about like how to spot an Aries, the Aries man, the Aries woman, and then the Aries children, like how your children would be and how you like raise them. It just says different facts about them, and then it goes into like relationships and how they live. It's very interesting. If you find it, definitely pick it up. It also talks about holidays, how each sign likes to get away from it all. Don't understand why some countries say holiday, some countries say vacation. When I think of holiday, I think of like holidays, like you celebrate like Christmas, like Thanksgiving, all that kind of stuff, not like vacation. But yeah, it just says like how you travel with your sign. So it goes into like all these little details, which is really cool. It has some really nice pictures. I actually might cut that out and put it in a frame. That's actually super pretty. It's not an important page. It's just the back page. But it tells about like actresses, so like the Aquarius women, like famous Aquarius women. It has like famous Leo men. So it's really interesting if you want to pick this up. It's a quick read. So check out my Etsy page. I'll link that in the bio. You can find things like these wrapped crystals. You can find like really pretty dream catchers, stuff like that, bracelets. I'll have the link in the bio. Go follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Etsy. You could check out my contests I do, giveaways, any new items that I make. I always post on there. And also just follow, like, and maybe I'll just send you a shout out or something. But yeah, I hope you like this. Go like and comment what your favorite book was, and let me know if you guys pick these books up, what you think of them, and tell me what your favorite book is that I don't have here, because I want to get more books. I want to have like a whole library of these books. I think that would be really cool. So alright, have a good day guys. Bye.